they say, your health, it's not the gun you're loaded, it's the trigger that you pull, right? So we're handed down a certain amount of just, kind of
Mm-hmm.
messed up DNA. And then we can do something, it's not a guarantee. Genetics is saying, oh, that's not true. Like you can have that gene all day long. It's up to you and your lifestyle and your environment, your stress level, your constitution, whether or not that
Yeah,
gene
there's
gets expressed. Epigenetics is a more new science, like maybe 15, 20 years old, where it's really starting to explode and having a real understanding of the genetic code and how malleable it is.
mm-hmm.
So we're all handed a certain genetic code, and then usually not because we're out there living a debauched, crazy, unhealthy life, but just because the world is so toxic, along with the genetic code and just the ignorance of it, that genetic marker flips on in us, and then we develop what they had. And, going back to our children and why they're developing so many chronic illnesses, you have to think if you try to visualize a leaky gut, toxins pouring out, the different mechanisms grabbing it and letting it go. And then this starts is because they're so small and this is happening and it's worse for them than it is for us because they're in a more toxic environment and they're born that way where you and I probably started developing these things in our late 20s, early 30s. Our kids are being born having these,
Mm-hmm.
and we're living in a period of time where every single generation on earth is suffering the same illness.